This next part is purely for farming. So just get all the items you can. There's also another locker key in here.
This looks like some kind of a marketplace. It looks deserted, just like everywhere else. We ought to keep moving.
God damn it. All right. Right here is one of the tiny little snippets of actual story you get outside of
Father was
DLC.
a stern man, proud, and I thought intelligent, but he was also pious, a believer. Somehow he supported the church no matter what the newspaper said.
Locker keys back here.
He waved away the allegations as if they were infallible. The wretched, the vermin, the stern, all were taken in by that church. They were promised salvation and eternal life. But there's nothing they could promise that I couldn't take away.
Yeah, Rubik is a very hateful person. And now I mentioned earlier that the game doesn't really explain much of the plot, and it doesn't. But one thing the game actually does go over outside of DLC is why Rubik is so hateful of everyone and everything. It does do that. In fact, there's like a whole chapter covering it, so. And that chapter is very Resident Evil-esque. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Alright.
Where do you suppose we are?
More like when? This architecture seems straight out of the Middle Ages.
Yeah, but there's electricity. Elevators. This place can't be real.
It's like jumbled up memories.
Coming up is a cutscene that I'm going to play because it's pretty important. And it's another snippet of actual plot. And in fact, it's a snippet of plot that the sequel is directly based upon. Even though most of it isn't touched upon until the DLC, but some of it is here. The information from this cutscene doesn't apply until the DLC. And the sequel, of course.
Shit. Let's hide out in here for a minute.
Is this what it was like, Seb? After the accident?
Well, I never put a gun to my head.
No, of course not. Just quietly sank into a bottle.
We can't all be perfect. It never affected my work. But hey, you read the IA report.
You know I didn't report you because I was worried about your work, Sebastian.
What else is there? We don't have time for this. I need my partner here. I'm counting on you.
And as I said, you get a small little now, when I said earlier that you get snippets of plot, that's what I meant. You get him mentioning, and you get a mention of an accident in Sebastian's life.
Find something?
And that's it.
Maybe. It's all symbols. Some kind of cult?
And in case you're
Could be
wondering,
useful.
no, the game does not go into any more detail
I
on
think
that
I'm
accident
okay.
until the DLC.
We should probably get going.
In case you're wondering if I'm going to do a guide on the DLC, the answer is no. Because I've played the DLC, but I've only ever played the DLCs once. Whereas I played this enough time to know my shit and know a lot of strats. I know what the fuck I'm doing with this. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with the DLCs, so... Not to say I don't know anything, but like I don't know my shit with the DLCs. Alright, well here's the next part of the action comes on. Oh, you know what? I mentioned earlier that I know the story, so I would actually fill you in. So here's we'll actually go ahead and fill in some of it right here. We'll be at peacetime. I'll fill you in. The accident. Okay, so some of the things like those little notebooks, those little notepads that you're supposed to pick up in order to make the mirrors work to go to the insane asylum. Those go over Those go over little moments in Sebastian's life as a cop, mainly pertaining to Joseph and Myra, who becomes his wife. Now, Myra has nothing to do with this game except for some notepads, but she's a big player in the sequel. Well, he and Myra have a daughter. They get married. They have a daughter named Lily. And Lily is, well, she's mentioned in the notepads, and she's also mentioned in the DLC. So, you do, like... You get a little bit of an axe. You get the only thing you get from the notepads. You know that something happened to Lily, and that's about it. And the DLC reinforces that and puts some more light on it. So, what you need to know for now, for the plot, is that Lily basically mysteriously disappeared, and then Myra was talking to Sebastian. Now, Myra was suddenly disappeared after Lily did. Not right after, but sometime after. Now, what happened to Myra and Lily isn't explained until the sequel. But that's all this game. Like, this game doesn't go into why she disappeared. And it doesn't go into why Myra disappears. But that's the plot that you know in this game, is that they disappear. And somewhere along that part is the accident
Hold on a
that
minute. Let me climb up here and see if
that
I can get a
Joseph
look
was
ahead.
talking about. He picks up a sniper rifle, and that's all you need there. That's all you need. Get him. He'll fuck with you otherwise. Now, one thing I'll do is during chapter 9, I'll do chapter 9. Chapter 9, I will go into detail about more so of the plot, specifically regarding the DLC and even information that's not revealed until the sequel. About, well, should I do that? I'll go into a little bit of detail about the sequel, but not much. But I'll go into more detail about the game's overall plot and what the hell is actually going on. And I'll also explain during that time as to why all this crazy shit that's happening in this game makes sense within the context of the game. I'll explain all that in chapter 9. Probably more towards the end of chapter 9. Pick up a gel. So you can see now why I took out that sniper early, because if you don't, he'll just be a major pain in your dick. Can you walk faster than that in the water, Sebastian, please? Shit.
Sebastian, that should lead you out near the path to the church. Keep going. I'll cover you.
Now, there's about to be some big monster type dudes. Don't fight them right away, just do what I do, because otherwise they might kill you and it'll be difficult. Doing it the way I do it will not be difficult. Those guys, there's two of them. To start with, just run right past them. Don't fight him there like you're supposed to. Get out some grenades. Now, throw 3. Done.
Shit. A dead end.
I'll look for another route. Let's meet up by the horse statue there.
See, that was supposed to be a big, challenging mini-boss fight, but guess what? It wasn't. Now there's more sniper bullets over here. All right. All right.
Wait.
Don't care about
there was
that.
something about a horse in that house back there. Let me see what I wrote.
All right. Now we're about to go back into the insane asylum.
I guess we go down.
I guess so.
Alright, so for this part I am going to use the locker keys and upgrades again. Green gel, come on. Bitchin'. Well, one green gel works too. Alright. Better than none. I'm gonna tell you right now. There is no need to upgrade the sniper rifle. None. At all. Because the only thing you're going to be using the sniper rifle for is critical distance shots. You do not need the damage multiplier, nor the critical for a critical distance shot with a sniper rifle, because it's a fucking sniper rifle. You shoot an enemy in the head, or a boss where it critically matters, it's going to hurt or kill them immediately. Even the clip capacity doesn't really matter, because you're not going to be using the sniper rifle enough to care about that. Reload rate, none of this shit matters. Reload time does not matter, because by the time you need to reload it, you're going to be in a safe and sound place. Fire rate also doesn't matter, because there's a little trick to the sniper rifle as far as shooting goes that I'll go ahead and waste 2 bullets for, straight up. I'll waste straight up 2 bullets, so you can see why you don't need any of that stuff. Because it does take some time for him to kind of load another bullet in there, but I'll show you why you don't need it. I'll waste 2 bullets to show you why you don't need it. Anyway, I'm going to upgrade this again. Not that. Probably not that. I'll upgrade this again. Harpoon bolt's gonna need some help as well. I'll just keep it at that for now. Flash bolt, I'm not gonna upgrade that just yet. Shock bolt needs some love. All I can tell you right now, I'm not going to be upgrading the damage and multiplier on any of these things. And I'll barely be upgrading the critical. Truth be told, you probably won't need that. You know, I'll use this. Because you probably won't really be needing any matches. Like, 30 is a bit excessive. Don't bother upgrading the melee damage. There's no point. Why not? I'll just leave it at that for now. Same procedure again. Look at that, all these things are getting closed down. Alright. Now let's go back out there. Truth be told, this chapter is mostly done now. All it needs is a puzzle, a boss fight, and that's it.
Are you alright?
No, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get this whole thing done in one single video,
You
but I
don't
hope
need to
so.
worry about me.
Truth be told, I'm saving this as two clips, but I hope I get to do one video overall. Now here's the puzzle. This puzzle is very easy. Straight up, just pull each one of these levers. That's all you gotta do. It doesn't even matter which,
You making this right?
it doesn't
Doesn't
even
mean
matter which
anything to
order
me.
you pull these damn things in unless the
Hold on
game
a second.
arbitrarily decides it matters. Let's see.
It seems the sacrifices need to be lowered onto the proper altars, and the safe way to him will be open.
There we go.
I heard something.
Now, what do I mean by the game arbitrarily decides that it has to be in a certain order? Oh, there's the key. Fuck. Fuck. God damn it. Well, there's a locker key behind that thing. Oh, I missed it by like a second. Now I gotta wait for it to come around again. Oh yeah, what if I move at that though? Sometimes, for this particular puzzle, for some reason, the game just kind of decides that you, in fact, did not do the puzzle, even though you did, and it doesn't unlock the hallway. If that happens, just reload the checkpoint straight up. There's not really much else you can do. But yeah, so just pull each of those levers in any order you want to, and unless the game fucks you over for no reason, in which case you have to load the autosave, you got it. And here's a locker key, which I missed the first time around, god damn it. Alright. And I always like to be cool. If you consider running with the camera angle
It
cool.
seems that was correct.
You're goddamn right it was correct. I'm doing a guide. It wouldn't be much of a fucking guide if I didn't do it, if it wasn't correct, then would it? This game has a number of puzzles in them, but like none of the puzzles are hard. Kind of like in Chapter 5 with the writing on the wall, like the actual writing on the wall. None of them are hard. These don't really matter, but I'll go ahead and read this anyway. Cemetery lab note. It had to have been God's will these two twin orphans survived. They were baptized and given medicine. Noon and his brother Zen quickly recovered, but just as quickly did their aberration progress. Of course they are twins, but for some reason their growth patterns exhibit identical values. Body temperature elevation, pain in the lower extremities, and evident. Just giving you a bunch of shit on it. And in case you're wondering what that strange gravelly noise is over here, it's the next boss. This big fucker. After his boss fight, the game's, the chapter's pretty much done. You can see that this chapter takes quite a lot longer to do than... I'm gonna get this lightning bolt out right now because I'm gonna need it. And now he's free.
Can you get it open?
Now, as soon as this thing moves, it's gonna charge at you, so move the hell out of the way immediately. Like that. Now, time for lightning bolt. An explosive bolt. There we go.
Joseph.
Yep, it's still alive.
What is it?
I dropped my glasses back there.
Fuck.
But no, surprisingly, this isn't some Scooby-Doo shit where they get shattered. They just happen to be down there and still need to be picked up.
Sebastian, I'll draw it away so you can search.
Yeah, great job. Ah! See how sprinting isn't such a pain in the ass now?
I'm sorry. It's not just about being unable to see. It's about feeling normal.
It's all right. Let's focus on finding Kidman.
Now for that part, straight up, just run in, take the glasses, take the lightning bolt if you need it, and just run back. There would be a method I would tell you about with the lightning bolt, except when Joseph does his bullshit by throwing a fucking bottle, it fucks the strat up. So that strat works for literally about 1 second. When I say literally, I mean literally. When I say literally, I'm not one of those people where I say, "Oh my god, I literally did that." No. Literally about 1 second. When I say 1 second, I mean like, yeah, about that amount of time.
Jeez, Joseph. What a pair of glasses.
Now Sebastian's here talking a whole lot of shit. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the chapter. By the way, I do hope that this guide is helping so far. I really do. If you're having trouble with this game or you just want to see it, I hope this helps. Toodaloo.